Hey y'all, another 2 chapters. Isn't that good? It's okay, so we're gonna start off with chapter 12 and then we're gonna end before chapter 14. This is called Abraham's Call and Migration. The Lord said to Abraham, "Go forth from your hand and your relatives and your father's house and land I will show you. I will make a great nation, I will bless you, I will make your name great. So you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. All the families of the earth will find blessing in you." Abraham went inside as the Lord directed him, and Lot went. Abraham was 75 years old. Oh. Oh, well, there's no challenge, but read after. When he left Haran, Abraham took his wife Sarai, his brother's son, Lot of the possessions they had accumulated, and the persons they had acquired in Haran. They set out for land in Canaan, and when they came back from Canaan, Abraham passed through the land of far, the sacred place in Shechem, and the oak of Moreh. And the Canaanites were then in the land. The Lord appeared to Abraham and said, "Your descendants, I'll give you this land." So Abraham built an altar to the Lord who had appeared to him. From there he moved to the hill country in Bethel, pitching his tent with Bethel to the west and Ai to the east. He built an altar there to the Lord and invoked the Lord by name. And then Abraham journeyed on stages by Negeb. I don't know. Abraham and Sarai in Egypt. There's a famine in the land. Abraham went down to Egypt and sojourned down there. Since the famine in land was severe, when he was about to enter Egypt, he said to his wife Sarai, "I know that you are a beautiful woman. When the Egyptians saw you, they will say, 'She is his wife,' and then they will kill me. But let you live. Please stay. Therefore, you are my sister, so that I may fare well on your account, and my life may be spared for your sake." When Abraham arrived in Egypt, all the Egyptians saw the woman was very beautiful, and Pharaoh's officers saw her and they praised her to the Pharaoh. When the woman was taken to Pharaoh's house, Abraham fared well on her account, and he acquired sheep, oxen, male and female servants, male and female donkeys, and camels. But the Lord struck Pharaoh and his house. Behold, the servant plagues because of Sarai, Abraham's wife. When the Pharaoh summoned Abraham and said to him, "How could he do this to me? Why did he not tell me she was your wife? Why did he say she was my sister, so I took her in for my wife? Now here is your wife. Take her and leave." But Pharaoh gave his men orders concerning Abraham. They sent him away and his wife that belonged to him. Okay, chapter 13. Oh, this one's pretty short. Abraham and Lot Park. From Egypt, Abraham went up to Negeb and with his wife and belonged to him. And Lot went with him. And now Abraham was very rich in livestock, silver and gold. From Negeb, he traveled stages toward Bethel, and the place between Bethel and Ai, where his tent has formerly stood. The site where he had first built an altar, that Abraham woke up for the Lord by name. Lot, who went to Abraham, had also had flocks, herds, and tents, so that the land could not be supported when they stayed together. The possessions were great, so they could not live together. There were quarrels between the herders and Abraham's livestock and the herders of Lot's livestock. I'm sorry. It's like 10 over here. At the time, the Canaanites and the Perizzites were living in the land. So Abraham said to Lot, "There will be no strife between you and me, or between your herders and my herders, for we are kindred. It is not the whole land available. Please separate from me. If you prefer the left, I'll go right. If you prefer the right, I'll go left." Lot looked about and said how abundantly watered the whole Jordan plain as far as War. This is like, it's spelled like war, but it says Zor. I'm gonna say Zor. Like the Lord's own garden, or like Egypt. This was before the Lord had destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot therefore chose to himself the whole Jordan plain and set out eastward. Thus they separate from each other. Abraham settled in the land of Canaan, and Lot settled among the cities of plain, pitching his tents near Sodom. Now the inhabitants of Sodom were wicked, great sinners against the Lord. After Lot had parted from him, the Lord said to Abraham, "Look about you, and from where you are, gaze to the north and the south, east and west. All the land that you see I will give you and your descendants forever. I'll make your descendants like the dust of the earth." If anyone could count on dust of the earth, your descendants might be counted. Get up and walk through the land, cross its length and breadth. For I give to you. Abram moved to his tent and went to settle there in the oak of Mamre, which is at Hebron. There he built an altar to the Lord. And that's all. Other than the challenge, we read the challenge right now. Be a blessing. Keep positive, upbeat attitude. It can be hard, but if we should focus from our personal success, happiness from being a blessing to someone else, the impact can be amazing. Take action. Be affirming. When others are trash talking someone behind their back, join in the conversation, but do so by pointing out all the good qualities of that person. Create a list. Make a list of 10 people you identify one thing you do a blessing for each other this week. Find the positive. Identify one person outside your circle of friends and say something positive about that person every day this week. I hope you guys have a good night, and I might see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.